We have our jalapeno popper sausage boats. These look and smell amazing, and I may or may not have already had one. Check that out. Let's get it. So to make this, we are gonna need some sausage. I have some Cajun style cheddar sausage, is what they had at the grocery store. Sounded amazing, and how could you go wrong with more spice and more cheese? So we got a block of cream cheese. I have some extra bacon bits from a previous recipe that we had. Block of cheddar cheese, not pre-made shredded stuff. And then outside of that, we are going to be using our Donkey Dongs bread and butter pickle chip with jalapeno slices in there. So we're actually gonna be pulling just the jalapenos out of this. They're phenomenal. They'll do really, really well on here. And one of the nice things is you can keep the dong juice and utilize the things like a Nashville hot chicken and for your fried chicken. So be on the lookout. I'm gonna top these guys off with some Infidel pork rub, the brown sugar chipotle pepper mix, and perfect for anything regards to pork, or if you just want it sweet and spicy. So get this going. We can go ahead and bust these guys open and lay them out. So with these, we're gonna take a nice sharp knife. We're gonna cut the casing right down the middle, leaving a little bit on each side. And then our goal is to take our wiener and spread out those lips and get it nice and positioned just right. We really wanna give this top area some attention, and then make it nice and deep right down here in the middle for our cream cheese to sit. That should be perfect like that. We're gonna go ahead and do this to all of our sausages. All right, now that we have all these laid out, next thing we're gonna be doing is taking our cream cheese. Go ahead and pop this guy open. We should be utilizing one whole entire block. Let's pop this guy out. Our goal is to have just enough inside of there, so about this much. Tad bit thinner, that one right there. Same thing with this right here. About that same thickness, and about just over 1/4 of an inch, because that's really gonna not fully melt down, but just make these things super nice and creamy. Next thing I'm actually going to be doing before the cheese or before the pickles, we're gonna go ahead and load these guys up. Some of these bacon bits, I want this underneath to really make sure that they stay inside of there and don't kind of fall off on top of the cheese. And you can go crazy with these things. It's one of the nice things about recipes like this is, I mean, if you wanted to do this with boudin, if you didn't want bacon, if you wanted more bacon, you could do prosciutto on top. Like, you can really go wild with these recipes. We got our bacon on top of there. Next thing we are going to be doing is putting our Donkey Dongs and our cheese on top. So now that I have these good and positioned, we got our Donkey Dongs. So again, we're just gonna be taking out jalapenos inside of it. And if you can see right there, these things are absolutely phenomenal. Probably 4 jalapenos. Bread and butter mixture for the pickles really kind of cuts down a lot of your heat, but gives you an amazing flavor outside of just using like pickled jalapenos, which you would traditionally use on this. And again, once we're done with this, I'm actually going to be personally just eating these pickles and then saving the juice to make a Nashville hot chicken. So we'll load these guys up. Get all of our jalapenos out of here. And if y'all didn't know, there was no donkeys harmed in the making of these dongs. Next thing's next. If y'all didn't know, you can actually use a cheese grater if you don't have any of the starch on the outside. Make sure it's going in the correct direction and it'll catch all of your cheese. So we're gonna go with a little bit of a thicker grate on this. We'll pop this guy out right here. Some of our excess cheese, just roll it right down like that, and boom, there we go. So let's get this cheese nice and pressed on. And again, you can make this however you want. We're using a mild cheddar cheese. You could go with pepper jack or a Monterey or a Colby, however you'd like. Gouda would be great too. This is just what I had inside the fridge and it sounded good. Obviously, did not make enough. So all right. We got these guys loaded up. We're gonna go ahead, fire up our toaster oven because today it's actually another nasty day outside, and then we'll get these going at 300 degrees for about 30-35 minutes. See y'all there.